Okay, so it is the next day since the last recording session, and now I am here to get the final video needed, which was continuing the Jacona quest stuff. So let's do that. And maybe, if we're lucky, we can finish the Jacona quest line. If we're not lucky, because I like to go through all the options, I guess I need to be unlucky to finish it, because that means I'm choosing all the good notes when I want to choose the bad to look at all the options.
These bonfire poets were no doubt members of the Poet Society. The note says they had wandered the area looking for inspiration. To find the melody, we should try to follow the route they once took. Perhaps inspiration will strike us along the way.
Ooh, I just noticed my team. Gotta get off the intimacy grinding team.
This was the last stop on their route. Oh, the view just now as we soared in the sky was just breathtaking. What is it? Has anything come to mind?
It's the wind.
Yes. How did I miss that? The wind is the finest recorder of melodies. It rises from the primal, churning endlessly, echoing in our ears without end. I believe the melodies left by the Poet Society were witnessed by the wind, and it will carry them to us.
What are you doing?
Playing a tune, of course. I want to capture the mood they must have felt when they were here. I'm curious as to what they left behind.
Jacona plays her instrument. The wind stirs and the melody of the Poet Society fills the air.
Rimbo and Selena must have returned to Raguna by now. That lithograph with the Sentinel's true form. It has to be here somewhere. Did that gentleman guide us intentionally? Who exactly was he? Backpack stuffed with papers claiming to be a common artist traveling in search of inspiration. Yet he spoke like a nobleman. But I can't afford to think about that now. If not for his help, we'd still be singing praises to a false Sentinel. He's right. We cannot continue to sing for the Order anymore. We must enlighten the people of Raguna. They deserve to know the truth. The Knights of the Order defend only the Order's interests, and so the time has come for us to become knights for the people of Raguna.
It seems someone told the poets the truth about the Sentinel, and even suggested they stop singing solely for divinity and begin singing for the common folk as well. On the surface, what our mystery man said makes perfect sense. He even has knowledge of Imperator's true form. And this hidden lithograph is evidence the poets were telling the truth. Is this form of the Sentinel the same as the one you saw at Avenolium?
It's Avalonium, but okay. The majestic steed carved on the lithograph looks the same as the sentinel you saw before. It's like twins.
So the poets were indeed banished for uncovering the Order's secrets. Even under interrogation, they held their silence. It wasn't until they met this mysterious man and learned the truth that they chose to become Knights of Raguna. Resentment and curses are not songs of their own style. As for the true mastermind, we still have no direct proof linking him to the Order. We must confront his lies and put an end to these Daemon incidents. But once the truth of the Golden Anthem at Imperator is revealed, it will no longer be just a matter of daemons. But is now the right time?
The will of the people is strong. This mastermind is so sure that the lies about the Sentinel will go undiscovered, and that no one will easily believe the truth. The truth exists to be uncovered. All we need is to plant the seeds of doubt in the people's hearts, and let them take root and grow.
Yes. Let's get going then. We'll go back to Margarita's. It's where our story began, and it's where it must end.
Where it must end? We're not even close to the ending. Where the hell's Bakey at? Oh. It's like, was Bakey on vacation?
Miss Margarita!
Well, hello, hello. If it isn't Rover and Chacona.
The two of you already know each other?
Well, Miss Chacona is a regular around here, you know. I've even asked her to perform a few times. Helps bring in the crowds.
Actually, I've come to ask a favor of you today, Miss Margarita. I'm sure you've heard the rumors circulating lately about the Poets Society's legacy. There's something important we'd like to share. Could you help us gather everyone?
Not a problem at all. Did you make any big discoveries? I'm so curious about what actually happened, it's driving me nuts.
Margarita agrees to your request and begins to gather an impressive crowd. You and Chacona take your place on an impromptu stage, the curtain poised to rise.
Rover, we'll begin when you're ready.
Let's do it. I believe in you. Oh. No. Oh, shit. You really are not fit. Oh no.
The poets did board the Pilgrim's sail, becoming the stars of their own final act. We all know how that tale ended. A great fire consumed the ship, dragging it to icy depths, and the poets of the Golden Anthem with it. But hear this. Banishment did not breed hatred in their hearts for our city, and the flames did not scorch a curse into their music or poems.
Man, they really time-gated Jacona's event quest hard. I thought that 24 hours meant they would give you all of them back in 24 hours, not one inspiration every 24 hours. Bro, Crystal of Atlan's gonna come out and I won't have her quest done? Aw,
If you wish to hear their true voices once more, seek them at the Cathedral of Mercury. The children there still sing hymns written by the poets of the Golden Anthem. And yet, not a single daemon has appeared. Even as those poets faced their end.
Yeah, I mean, that... Shit. They did not surrender to Heatru. Fuck it. You know what? We can't go to the next one. Anyway. Maybe they... Wait, did they actually give you the one you need? I wonder if they actually just give you the one you
That's
need.
an awfully big assumption. What if they never boarded the Pilgrim's sail at all? What if none of them perished in that fire? That begs the question, who was on that ship? Who started the fire and spread the rumors about the Golden Anthem?
It must be another poet.
Another poet, intimately familiar with the poets of the Golden Anthem, you say? If such a person exists, then why haven't the Golden Anthem stepped forward to prove their innocence? No, that's not it. This will take the story in the wrong direction.
We love choosing the wrong answers. The great fire burned everything to
Fire,
ashes.
seemingly forged from the depths of hell, destroyed everything, leaving nothing but ash behind. And so, their work too was swallowed in the flames? That doesn't quite add up. If hellfire was all that remained from the Pilgrim's sail, then could they really have been trying to curse Raguna? If that were the case, well, shouldn't the curse have come true?
Do they always give you the... Wait a minute, so they always give you the right answer? Hold on. I'm
One
sorry,
of the
I
sounds.
need to check this. There's no way they always give you the right answer, right? They do always give you the right answer. So you just get inspiration to do the other parts. Huh.
As the fire filled the ship's cabins, they penned their last poems with death drawing near. Perhaps they were greeted by the Sentinel in their final moments. Or perhaps they fell silently toward death. If the poets truly meant to curse Raguna, why would they write such obscure poems? Why not simply leave their works behind in Raguna? No. Their last words were hastily written as the flames closed in. This charade, it was carefully crafted, twisting their work to conceal the truth. We already have... No. Tomorrow, at the Odyssey Opera House, I will reveal the truth. Until then, I thank you all for your patience.
Huh. The Golden Anthem.
This can't... this is very confusing.
Previously.
Sorry.
Uh-oh, whoa, they're not about to throw hands.
Is this
are
all real? What do you mean by the truth? Did you discover something? The poets of the Golden Anthem, they were...
Ah, great. This asshole's coming around. Of course he's doing the slow clap.
Story indeed. You've certainly piqued everyone's curiosity. The speech you made just now, you're implying the poets of the Golden Anthem were framed and their works deliberately misinterpreted.
Exactly. Someone used the story of the Golden Anthem to stir the public's curiosity. This is what created the daemons.
If memory serves, official records of the Order of the Deep state the poets were charged with blasphemy against the Sentinel. Surely you're not suggesting this was all the Order's doing? I dare say, such remarks would be considered a grave crime, punishable by banishment.
Are you from a noble family? The city's elite have a habit of siding with the Order.
I'm afraid you misunderstand. I admit, I do get that question quite often. I am but a traveling playwright. Your presentation brings me back to a play I wrote in my youth. A group of birds, locked inside a cage. Convinced they will never fly, they do nothing but stand on a perch.
Why does that bird have a resonator?
Then,
a
one
tacit
day,
mark?
the cage door opened. The young birds flapped their fragile wings, attempting to fly, but plummeted to the ground, one by one. Many consider their fate a tragic one. What say you?
I see it differently. Even if they met their end falling into the abyss, they still had a chance to glimpse the sky and spread their wings.
And what of those who chose to remain in the cage, having witnessed their predecessors fall to their demise? Will they dare to reach for the skies after realizing the cost of choosing to fly? Does the truth... Miss Poet, I look forward to tomorrow's arrival.
No, come on, Internet, don't do this. I'm busy today, don't do this. I need to check something. My internet was already shit before I got on today, and well, would you look at that? Looks like it's not working at all again. Lovely, I didn't even last fucking 15 minutes. I hate everything. Okay, Carlotta's here now all of a sudden. I don't know what I just missed. I skipped over something, I guess. Anyway, hold on. Before we get into business, which they're gonna take us into business.
A splendid retaliation. I witnessed all of your performance.
You have to slow down a minute, Carlotta. With the internet fucking around for like practically an hour, I had to go in Sonic and suffer through the actual last levels of trying to get an S rank. Because you know, to get an S rank in Sonic Generations at the very least, you need to beat it under the specific time limit and also beat it without dying. So that can be a pretty big fucking pain in the ass. Because you need to be very fucking specific and fast. You have to take a lot of risks. Anyway, I finished the levels, not the game, but just the trophy for getting the S rank, so now I have challenge acts and shit to do, so not too much more to piss me off in there. But holy hell. Anyway, now we can continue this and get stuff done.
Like everyone present, I too eagerly anticipate tomorrow's arrival.
How's everything on your end?
As expected, the Order's fingerprints are all over it. According to our inside sources, it was none other than acolytes from the Order who salvaged the poet's lost works from the wreckage. They've long known of their existence and hid the poems in the Order's library. It's possible this was a sham all along. Choosing to make it public now likely means they're using those poems to obscure the real truth. Now, considering the fact that the untraceable article first began circulating among poets, musicians, and playwrights alike, I think it's fair to say its author is a regular of such secret circles. He may even be the resonator we've speculated about. His collusion with the Order is why these rumors are allowed to run rampant in the streets. I'll have someone follow this secret circle's trail and see what we can find.
Splendid work.
We should also share these findings with Chacona. As a poet, her insights would be much appreciated.
Where the hell did she go?
Well, that's strange. She was just there a moment ago.
Just like when we were children. Gone without a trace. And she and her family disappeared without even a goodbye. Ms. Margarita, have you seen Chacona?
Miss Jacona? She was squirreling off towards the harbor earlier. I thought that's where you were meeting, so I didn't say a word. She did look quite down, though. Never seen her wear such a gloomy face before.
Thank you for letting us know, Ms. Margarita.
Why don't we split up and look for her at the harbor?
I'm not gonna lie to you, I almost tried to press R2 to boost. Like, my fucking fingers were going so rapidly with so many buttons in Sonic, my fingers want to just do just that. Earlier before, Chacona walked to the harbor.
The young birds left their cage, flapping frail wings as they fell to the ground.
I never thought his words would reach into the depths I sealed away so long ago.
Coming here implies you worry about tomorrow's outcome. You intend to reveal the truth of the Sentinel to the public. But that revelation, it comes with a price. One you've paid before as a child. Remember?
This is the past.
And here I thought you'd be much wiser than this. You know the dangers of pilgrimage, yet you all still cling to the same reckless path. Tell me, what drives such stubbornness?
The truth has its thorns, and the golden anthem has already paid its price. Do you wish to relive their fate?
Is that what you're trying to tell me with your play? But you know nothing of how the Golden Anthem responded.
Allow me to share the answer, Sir Acolyte. Do you remember the very first voice from the heavens? The one the people of Rinascita kept alive in their hearts as they built their homes on this land? Surely you've seen the Golden Bough, yes? A play where people from various clans wear masks, singing and celebrating together. An occasion you now call Carnival.
And what of it?
It is words and songs. We are not your enemies. What you face here is something that is hard to describe, something I call reverberation. It exists forever, and you can never defeat it.
You pitiful fool. Off to the seas with that reverberation you believe in so dearly.
The Order of the Deep seeks to banish us to the seas because they know they can't banish the truth.
Hear that? The bell they tolled. I will be the one to carry its sound forward.
Oh, they're tied. I thought they had their... Wait, are they tied up or do they have their hands... Oh, Jesus. Wait, so she went on that pilgrimage as a child, or am I... What are we putting together here? Or you wouldn't have me with my hands together.
So striking.
Oh.
Just like the day the Poets Society boarded their sail. You, Chacona Takata, blaspheming against the Sentinel. So this is the resonance they babbled on about. After all these years, another group of fools is ready to march down the same path. Why are there always those who believe the Sentinel is some damn horse? The poets were at least clever enough to hold their tongues, but you have the nerve to parade your blasphemy through the streets. Almost makes those poets look noble by comparison.
Is that so, Sir Acolyte? I do hope you dream of this Sentinel of yours every night, then.
Spare me your sarcasm, you insolent bard! You're nothing but a mouthy relic, the last of what remains of your wretched family. Do you not repent for your crimes?
Ah, so you've already tasted their fate, haven't you? You and your family, banished in the name of blasphemy. Such a dramatic turn of events. As cantors of the Sentinel, both the Takata family and the Poet Society committed the same crime. Tell me, what is the connection between you and those poets?
You're nothing but a figment of my imagination. None of this concerns you. It was a price we were willing to pay. We have no regrets. When I was a child, I lacked the ability to prove the Sentinel's true form. But now, with the inverted tower shifting and the prophesied laureate among us, I believe the opportunity has presented itself for the truth to be...
Opportunity. Indeed. The moment of choice dawns once more. Do you intend to repeat history? This time, dragging Rover along with you, boarding the pilgrim sail and clinging to hope as the storm carries you away. Isn't this what you're afraid of? You've unraveled the hand behind it all. But the Order will never allow such truths to see the light. Rover, Miss Carlotta, and all those you've gathered along the way will be forced to bear the consequences of your quest for the truth. And perhaps even that blessed maiden whose whereabouts remain a mystery to this day. Even so, will you two still insist on stepping onto that stage tomorrow? Have you really made your choice? I look forward to the arrival of tomorrow, Miss Poet.
Oh no. So now we're just gonna find the book sitting here.
Is this Jacona's sheet music? She was here. The vision I just saw seems to have been recorded from this. Jacona mentioned she always writes down her melodies on manuscript paper. Could this be?
Wait, the title of the section.
The Golden Anthem?
Cause every night I will sing